We're here at Goshen Gardens in Oldham County, Kentucky to hand dig a Cedar of Lebanon and an American holly. For horticulture extension, horticulture is so broad, we're just showing one aspect of horticulture, and that's in the nursery industry. Most nurseries nowadays have gone to digging with a tree spade, and it's highly mechanized. A lot of machinery is used. It's getting harder and harder to get people to hand dig just because it's labor intensive, and it's kind of becoming a lost dying art.
This is a Cedar Lebanon that we're digging. He's tied up the trees beside it to give yourself better access to the tree he's digging on that we're going to be trenching on first.
Tommy Bachman's theory of hand digging is step one is tying up the branches of the tree to protect the tree and the worker.
This tree is probably 12, 14 years old. It's around a 4.5 inch caliber. We'll be putting about a 42 inch root ball on it.
Step two is trenching in around the outside perimeter of the root ball and watering in and allow the water to settle overnight to make sure there is moisture in the root ball that is going to be dug.
Normally you don't have to trench and water, but this year you do. We're in a drought situation. So now what Scott's doing, he's coming out so far that'll be our trench to put the water in to get it moist to dig tomorrow.
Step three is the digging and shaping of the root ball. While you're digging, you need to take notice of major roots and make sure they're pruned properly with a handsaw or hand pruners. You don't want to damage roots more than necessary because the tree is already losing a lot of roots and causing more stress.
We're starting to go underneath the ball now. We're cutting under it. You know, you do kind of like a cylinder all the way down, and then you start going underneath it, so you just work a little bit at a time all the way till you get all the way underneath it. With probably about a foot to go, then you stop and you band. That way it don't fall over and crack. Especially the way we water them and everything, you can have a seam in there from dry and wet. And when you go to break it over, it might not break where you want it to break. It's like an insurance policy. Put band on it and rope it before we break it over.
Step four would be the banding of the tree. Think of it as an insurance policy.
Right now, we're at the crucial part of the dig. It's very important on a bigger tree like this to band it, then rope it. It's so when you break it over that you don't lose the ball, crack up, crumble up. Been growing on this tree for 12 to 14 years, and there's no sense in rushing and not banding and roping.
After it's banded, the tree is then leaned on its side and the remaining roots are pruned. Then the root ball is covered completely with burlap.
The tree is in the hole, but if it was on a job site and we put it back in the hole, this is how we adjust them. And by hand digging, you can get a really roller ball is what we call them. You can't move them in a basket like this. So that's another big plus for hand digging, on hand digging. So I'm gonna attempt to show you how we get these properly set. And this probably weighs, the whole tree and everything, 1,400 pounds, which you wouldn't think you could move, but with having the round ball, you can just move it wherever you want it. It takes usually two people can get it straight. I'm not satisfied with the straightness, so there you have it.
Then Tommy protects the trunk, uses his tractor, and harvests the tree and loads it onto the truck. This project is in collaboration with Goshen Gardens and Tommy Bachman and the University of Kentucky Horticulture Department, where anything is wildly possible.